Ashley Hamilton's her name, a mother from Idaho. She's been copping a lot of backlash, abusive backlash, online after revealing that her 11-year-old daughter is using the weight loss injections, and it's the kiddie one, the kiddie safe one, as instructed by the doctor.
Let's talk to Ashley Hamilton, who is the mum from Idaho. She joins us now. Hi, Ash.
Good on you getting out in front of this. This whole thing started to get rid of bullying out of your family's life for your daughter's mental health and for her happiness, as she's only a little one. And now the bullies, they come out of the woodwork and they're all having a go at you.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's also wild to me that it's adults that are going after. I can handle it, right, as an adult, but when they started going after my daughter, saying, you know, she's still chunky, telling me that I need to do things to get her out without even like having any idea, it like threw me back to like her doctor blamed it on caloric intake. And I asked her to please remove that out of her chart.
What
here.
is that? What's caloric intake? I'm
calories.
not sure what that is.
She blamed it on calories.
Right.
And I said, that's crazy because you have never one time since she's been my daughter's pediatrician since the day she was born, said you've never one time ever asked what she eats. Not one time. You said she needs to do these things, but you've never asked what she eats, and she eats less than the other kids in school do. And so you cannot blame it on pure calories in, calories out type of thing.
Right. Okay.
Did you ever find out what it is?
What's causing her weight? Yeah. So she's got insulin resistance as well. She was pre-diabetic last year when we started her on the medication. And I also have insulin resistance. So at this point, it's a genetic thing, right, that we're dealing with. My mom also has hypothyroidism that runs in our family with having a slow thyroid.
And a lot of people say, oh, the thyroid, yeah, these things are real for people. Like, you know, just because someone doesn't suffer from it doesn't mean the next person doesn't suffer with it. So I think you've done the right thing. Like, at the end of the day, seeing all these kids self-harming and worse because of online bullying or in-person bullying or social media bullying, it's the worst stories to read. And I read these like every week. There's some kid taking their life because of resilient bullying, and it's relentless. And a lot of these kids are absorbing these problems without even passing it on to their parents, and the parents are in shock once the worst thing that any parent could imagine happens. So I think you've done the right thing, and screw those flogs that are out there jumping on your stuff, having their opinion on your life. I think it's revolting.
What happens, like, does she have to stay on that, though? Like, what happens when she stops?
So that's actually a good question that I get asked often. So Sophia was actually only on Wegovy for 6 weeks, lost 20 pounds, and basically we took her off of it because she was dealing with some, like, constipation issues, which she's struggled with since she was 2. So we took her off of it and we just said, you know what, let's see what happens. And she maintained her weight loss for almost a year, but in March, her friend passed away due to suicide.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hang on. And how old is this other kid? 11?
13.
13.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was another big emotional layer laid on your child, and then she started to put on the kilos again. Is that right?
Yeah, she started to put on the weight again. So she came to me again and said, "Hey, Mom, like, I think it's time for us to go back to the doctor." And I said, "You know what we have to do? You have to get blood work done. We have to see what's going on." And she's been off the medication for a year, and she's no longer pre-diabetic. And I've read a lot of studies that are talking about if these kids get on these medications early enough that it can actually correct their metabolic issues with girls having PCOS. There's women in the U.S. that are having babies that have struggled with infertility for 20 years after getting on these medications. So she has a thyroid problem now. She has hypothyroidism that's showing. So she has an appointment this week to actually see an endocrinologist again.
And how are you coping with all this? Because you're carrying the weight for not only your feelings but your child's feelings, managing that and the way she navigates it. Is it just a difficult thing all day, every day? This is always on your mind.
It's always on my mind because I'm an influencer, right? And this is all I talk about are these medications and how they can change people's lives. And so I'm watching her really closely to see how she's affected. She was really affected when we went on the show in New York with the things people were saying with just the comments. But this last time with the show we just did in the UK, they actually turned the comments off because they were so horrible.
Do you
But she's motivated.
Like, what makes you want to go out there and put it on the public stage so much?
Because it's changed my entire family's life. My mom, dad, husband, my daughter, myself. I struggled for 25 years with my weight and got it slammed down my throat by every doctor that I just needed to eat less and move more. And now this is the first time in my entire life that I tried something and I've lost 90 pounds. So it's definitely something that it's important for people to know that these doctors, they can tell you whatever they want. But we need to move past that mindset of it's just eat less and move more, because that does not work for people that have metabolic issues. It's people have gastric surgery, right? They cut half their stomach out, regain the weight because they're not correcting the metabolic issue that's underlying.
God. Yeah, wow.
I can't imagine. Like, I'm a big bastard. And Jackie here, I know you're looking at a beautiful young blonde woman there, but she was a beast only like 2 years ago. So she's gone through it all too. How much did you weigh, Jackie?
80, I think it was. 80 kilos.
Well, that's not that bad.
Yeah. So, mine was different though. Like, I wasn't in like doing the weight loss drugs, so it was a different situation
Well, so you
for
say,
me.
but
I
a lot
do.
of people don't believe that.
Well, it was more like what I was doing before that made me put on the weight. But yeah, we're going to open the lines on 131065 if this is a right or wrong on what you think Ashley is doing as a mum. That seems unfair.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, right. Sorry. I didn't realise it was a right or wrong. Here I am saying how wrong it is for people to chime in on someone else's life.
I just feel like that
and now we're
doesn't
asking people
sit
to chime in on her life.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kyle. I don't know if that's exactly right.
Maybe if you've got a child that you're struggling with, whether it's mental health or physical weight, you can't say weigh in.
Yeah, weigh in seems appropriate, right?
I mean,
but wrong. If you're struggling, you got similar problems, or you just want to congratulate, or the opposite, ring up and share your info. Ashley Hamilton is the mum from Idaho in the US. And look, the great thing out of this, Ashley, is you've lost weight, your daughter's lost weight, you've helped your folks out, you've shining the spotlight on. It's not just about eat less and move more. Other people have bigger issues, and that's not going to correct everything.
Yeah.
If you want to chat or have a little compliment, Cassandra,
how are you?
Hi. Ashley Hamilton, the mum, is on the phone from Idaho, so she's listening. What do you want to weigh in on? What do you want to say?
I want to say congratulations. You've done a fantastic job. You're respecting your child's needs and you're building the trust of your child. So keep up the good work.
There you go.
Oh, how
Thanks,
refreshing.
That's
a
lovely to
normal
hear.
person rang through. I love that. Thank you, Cassie.
Mary, you've also phoned in. Hi.
Good morning.
Hi. Yeah, I just want to also congratulate with her because I've been struggling with my weight my whole life and since I was a child, and they never understood the problem. They always said the same thing. You should just eat less. She should just eat less to my parents. And I was like, I am. And then until recently, I've been struggling till I moved to Australia, and that's when I found out that I was actually insulin resistant, and I went on medication for it, and I finally lose the weight.
So it was undiagnosed in your country.
Yeah, exactly.
And did you end up going on any of these needles or any of these injections?
Yeah, I had to that point because my insulin levels were over the roof, like four times more what I needed to be. So that's why I kept putting on weight constantly, even though I was on diets. So I'm just really happy for the kid that her mom managed to do that right away.
I am too. Yeah, I love that. I love that regardless of the negativity of all these trolls that are coming into their life, and also they're out there pushing the message as well. So yeah, the trolls are going to come. That's the world. But hold your chin high, I say. I think you've done exactly the right thing.
Asif, hi.
Asif, you're on. Or is it as if?
Asaf,
I like it. Okay, you're on, bro. You've got a different idea. What do you think?
Yes. So first of all, I think she's doing whatever she needs to do as a parent for her daughter and needs to be commended for that. But secondly, the medications really aren't the only option. I've been on a carnivore diet. Most of my family is on a carnivore diet, and there's a lot of research that goes into that. If she does her research, I eat a kilo of meat a day, and I've lost 12 kilos in a year by changing nothing.
Wait,
Hang
do
on,
you
Jackie,
only eat meat?
I eat animal products, a kilo of meat a day, as much as I want, no exercise whatsoever, and the weight just drops off.
And are we talking you don't eat other things, though? You don't have vegetables, just
you don't have
meat?
a carrot? No carrot?
Not at all. Not at all.
And is that like, I'm assuming things like salami, those more kind of deli meats
That's
are
crap
not.
meat.
Yeah, you can't eat that, right?
No, right. So these are like fresh meat. What you mean? Beef, chicken, fish,
Beef.
all this stuff. Beef.
Beef, mostly beef. Yeah.
Wow, don't you get sick of that? Just beef, beef, beef,
No
beef,
one
beef.
gets
Well,
sick of beef.
you have to love beef. I feel awesome.
Okay,
So you're
there
putting
you
in
go.
7 kilos of meat into your mouth a week,
Yes.
and you'll only once a week.
Yes, and there's not much that comes out.
Well, I'll be damned. Look at
Wait
that.
a second.
Carl, you should try it.
Mate, I love beef. Don't give me. Can you have beef pies?
Nothing. Well, the pie itself is not beef.
Yeah, it's
Oh, right,
only
God,
beef,
God,
Carl.
they're very
Only
strict, aren't
beef.
they? They're very.
Can
You
you
cut
have-
out all the
can you have-
carbohydrates. You cut out the sugars. You cut out all that crap.
Can you have a bit of chimichurri or tomato sauce with it, or not even that?
Ideally not. I cook in
Right.
full butter and salt, and it is awesome.
Ah, fair enough. Okay, I think
might
I
look
could
into
last
that.
2 weeks maybe, but I don't know a year.
I've had a couple of these needles in the fridge because I'm a big fat bastard too, just so you know, Ashley. But I don't care. I don't care that much because I was a homeless kid and I know that I eat. This is what my problem is. Because when I was homeless, I would eat a loaf of bread and 2 litres of milk every day that I'd steal from the shops. And still to this day, I'm 53 and worth millions of dollars now, but I still eat half a loaf of bread and 2 litres of milk a day. It must be some weird subconscious mental comfort food. But it's not even that nice.
Imagine being super rich and super skinny.
I don't think I'd
Imagine
have
your
to.
life.
Would I have the same?
I love it.
Would I have
love it.
Would I have the same sex appeal
Yeah.
though if I was skinny?
Tell
I
us,
don't think
Jackie, what's it like?
Yeah, what is it like? Yeah, because Jackie, you've turned into
You got
that.
it all.
And she got rid of the husbands. God, she's killing it in life. Okay,
She's
look
living her
Ash-
best life.
She's loving it. Listen, Ashley, look, lovely to chat to you.
Thanks, Ash. Really appreciate
You
it.
too.
Good luck to you and your daughter.
We had a few negative
for having me.
Nancy's, a few negative people ringing through saying, yeah, you shouldn't use drugs, but they sounded like they were high on meth, so we didn't put those people through. But good
Let
luck
me tell
with
you
everything.
one thing.
Yeah.
The only thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that they can say whatever they want, right? But if my daughter became fully diabetic, she'd have to take a needle every day of insulin
Well,
instead
you're right
of once
there,
a week.
right?
Yeah,
to stop.
right.
So
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, so keep your filthy opinions to yourself, everyone. Good work,
Thank
Ashley.
you, my love.
Give your daughter a kiss for us and a happy life
will.
for you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, we really appreciate it. Thank you.